Hey guys, what's going on? This is Caesar Quick, your marriage coach, having healthy marriages and relationships. Want to say good morning to everybody, and we're going to talk about the third part. Been discussing courting versus dating, and a lot of people have asked me what are some of the key differences. So I want y'all to check actually courting versus dating here on my YouTube channel, parts 1 and part 2, to go over that. And I'm going to pick it up today with the getting to know stage, guys. So when you're dating and, you're dating to marry and, you want to be in that committed relationship, the goal is marriage, of course. I just believe there's certain things that we should do a certain way, and of course, it's not gonna, it's not gonna be a step by step. It's not gonna go exactly the same for every couple. It's gonna be different in the way that you guys engage, but I believe it's just certain principal factors that we need to implement, especially as a single person. You need to implement as a single believer. You need to do this thing with integrity, because you want to find something. You want to find love. You want to find real love, and you want to find that lifetime spouse. So we kind of gotta again put on a different mindset, especially as a believer, especially with the decision that's so serious as finding a spouse. So for those, of course, seeking a spouse, because I understand everybody doesn't. There's some people that, they're all right being single, and there's nothing wrong with that. But we're addressing this to the people that do desire a spouse. Okay, so men and women, we're going to talk about, some pitfalls, and we're going to talk about some things that can be improved upon in the dating slash courting process. And specifically, I'm going to talk about the getting to know stage. The getting to know stage is very important, guys. It's important for a number of reasons. You're making your first impression to that man or woman, and you want to do things with integrity, right? So we see, the dating world, what society deems as dating, and that's where I believe that's where a lot of our trouble is coming in, and we're not seeing genuine connections being made between men and women. So we got to look at some of the pitfalls, and we got to think about, okay, what can I change? So guys, first off, you got to understand that dating should be designed to find a life mate. And why do I say that? Because there's so much else going on. People date for different reasons. People date for the hookup. They date for a sexual relationship, a casual relationship. Some just date for companionship. Now, there's nothing wrong with wanting companionship. There's nothing wrong with that, guys. But the thing is that you have to be upfront, and you got to be transparent with men and women to let them know where you stand. Okay, so it's nothing wrong, with going out on innocent dates. We understand not every date's going to lead to marriage, so that's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that if you have a romantic intent, if you have that intent, to be married, I just think that that's something you need to put out there. And it doesn't mean, ladies, you're coming off being desperate. Guys, it doesn't mean you're coming off being desperate. It means that you are letting the opposite sex know where you stand, and this is so key, because they're going to view you in a different, they're going to view, that's going to determine what light they're going to view you in. Are you just coming to play games? Do you just want a platonic relationship? And there's nothing wrong with a platonic relationship, guys. There's nothing wrong with having a friendship. You actually want the friendship first, okay? But we're talking about your goal. We're talking about your long-term intention. All right, so let's get back to pitfalls that I see and things that I believe can make the dating to marry process much easier. Okay, I'm not saying the dating process, because, guys, honestly, one date will lead to another date that leads to nowhere if the marriage objective is not there. But that's another topic. But anyhow, okay, we're gonna talk about, ladies, when a guy is interested, and fellas, I'm going to flip it for you in a minute. But ladies, I want to talk to y'all. When a guy is interested in you, he has a romantic interest, or he just has a getting to know interest, because honestly, guys are gonna be attracted to you physically first, because that's what they're gonna see. They're gonna see the outer shell. Okay, so yeah, your physical beauty here is important. Okay, but it's not the end all to be all. Okay, what's the end all to be all is, how are you? He's gonna be looking for your personality, your attitude, your spirit. Are you kind? Are you gentle? Ladies, guys want a affectionate woman. They want to see a woman be a woman at the end of the day. Okay, so with that being said, ladies, when a guy is interested in you, it's important that, hear the guy out, discern, what you need to discern about him. Show yourself friendly. I always tell women, show yourself friendly. Whether you like the guy or not, it's just a certain way you want to do things. And, you got to show yourself friendly. If the guy, first of all, it's difficult for a guy, who likes you to approach you, to even come into your space. But once he gets into your space, and he has an interest, it's important that you respond the right way, and you don't have to be mean-spirited. You don't have to be, closed off. Even if your day is going bad, I just want you to know that it took a lot for that guy to come out of his comfort zone and approach you, okay? And don't worry, I'm going to get on the fellas too in a minute, but I'm talking about y'all right now, because I see a lot of women do this, and sometimes y'all can self-sabotage yourself from finding love, all right? So, give the guy a chance, hear him out. Getting to know stages, if you do entertain that guy, you guys start conversating, you give him your number, whatever it is, if you're interested, ladies, call the guy, okay? Call the guy, build the friendship, all right? Nobody's telling you you're rushing to it. Nobody's saying that every encounter is going to lead to marriage. No, but I want you ladies to do this with integrity, okay? Because the male ego is very fragile. I'm sure y'all know that, okay? So anyway, that being said, ladies, if you have an interest in the guy, call the guy, interact. Everybody's busy. Everybody got a schedule, but I'm going to tell you something. People make time for what they want. So, with that being said, you see the guy is checking for you. He's calling you, find out what he's about. Give him a chance. See if there's a connection there. If there's chemistry there. All right. So I get it. If you don't like him, if you don't have an interest, for some strange reason, y'all, we feel bad telling people that, look, I don't feel it. I don't feel the chemistry. I don't feel the connection. I don't really like you in that way. Let me tell y'all, if that's how you feel, that's what you need to relay. Because when we don't say that stuff, y'all, and we just stop, in the getting to know stage, and I'm talking to y'all single people who are in the getting to know stage, when you don't come across and tell the truth, and you just say, well, I'm just not going to call him anymore, or blah, 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 blah. You leave that man hanging, ladies, and he's trying to figure you out. He's trying to say, hey, does she have a genuine interest in me? And a lot of times that guy will keep calling, and then what's going to happen? He's going to get on your nerves, and then you're going to say, hey, I'm tired of this guy calling, and then you're going to call him a stalker. You're going to call him X, Y, B, C, D. But did you communicate that? Did you communicate, you wasn't feeling the vibe? It's all right. Tell the truth. Be transparent, but do it in a certain way. Just say, hey, I like you as a friend, or, I like our vibe. I may not necessarily see chemistry here, or, sometimes it could take a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? It could take a couple more conversations. It could take some more getting to know. A lot of times, we want to fire off and go right into the romance, and it doesn't work like that. You have to build that friendship. You got to find out who the person is. You know what I'm saying? Ask them about their day. Ask them about their goals. Ask them about their purpose. Ask the right questions. You know what I'm saying? Don't run off into infatuation land. That's a beautiful place to be, guys, but you got to figure out who you're dealing with first. You got to figure out, look, am I ready to emotionally invest? And before you get there, you got to make sure that you're asking the tough questions. Ladies, ask that man, what you need to ask him that's going to make you feel more comfortable. So again, the dating to marry thing is about integrity, guys. We got to stop, holding back, we got to stop lying to people. We got to be real, because if you want to find real love, you got to have real intentions, and you got to be honest, and you got to be truthful with yourself. So ladies, don't lead men on. The guy likes you. He has an interest in you. Okay? Let him in, see what's going on. And until he messes up, until he gives you a reason, he lies, he does this, he does that. You know what I'm saying? Let the guy in, see what he's about. Okay? Nobody's telling you that you're not committing to anything. No, we're getting to know. We're getting to know to see if it's going to advance. All right? So with that being said, ladies, honestly, your attitude is the biggest factor. Doesn't matter if you're the most beautiful woman. You know what I'm saying? That all goes out the window with guys if the attitude and the personality don't jive. Okay? And I'm sure it's the same way for y'all in terms of men. Doesn't matter how fine he is, right? If his attitude and his character is not right, if his morals ain't right, it ain't right, right? Okay. So with that being said, ladies, your attitude, your personality, show yourself friendly. I can't say this. I can't express that enough. Show yourself friendly. Okay? Regardless of whether you like him or not. Because you know why, ladies? He may not be the guy for you, but he might have the guy for you in his circle. And we as people, we always just look at us. We always just look at, what's in it for me. No, as God's person, you got to look at, think about other people. Think about, hey, I might not be a good fit for this person, but I might have somebody in my circle that's a good fit. That makes sense? All right, fellas, your turn. When you approach a woman, yeah, she's fine. She got it going on. We know women can be our weakness, right, fellas? All right, but here's the deal, guys. You can't be, the beauty thing, that's great. We love it. But you got to look past that, man. You got to look at, okay, let me get to know this woman. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be looking to come at her and, all you want is sex, or you're already looking at her like a piece of meat. Because honestly, fellas, that's what's turning her off. And honestly, you don't want that to be the only thing that you look at, all right? So women automatically assume that, most guys don't have any control. They don't have any self-control, okay? So you see a woman that you like, man, yeah, compliment her. Nothing sexual, man. Don't go overboard. Find out who the woman is, man, because you want that right woman also. And women don't understand that, men's hearts are fragile as well. All right, so you got to check your approach, man, okay, because you don't know what that woman has already been through, okay, what she's gone through, okay, and you might be having to come in and, you're going to be scrutinized, bro. That's just what it is. We're going to be scrutinized as men because why? Men don't really have the best track record, right? So you got to keep that in mind. So fellas, man, when you like a lady, yeah, let her know. Don't play the games either, man. If you see she's a good lady, man, you've had a chance to kind of talk to her. All right, you feeling her spirit out, you feeling her attitude out. Don't lead these women on, man. Don't make them a part of your sexual conquest. Because I'm gonna tell you, fellas, what happens is when you mess them over, okay, they become messed over for other good men who have a genuine interest. And it becomes a vicious cycle, and then it's much harder to get their trust, and then you're wondering why they don't want to talk to you, and you're wondering why they're always angry, or they come off angry, or they already have their views from their bad experiences. So you have to be that different man, you know what I'm saying? Not just to win her, but be that different man for you. Be that man because you don't want to see your daughter go through that, right? You don't want to see your mom go through that. So, okay, she's somebody's daughter, she's somebody's mother. That's how you got to look at women when you approach them, especially a woman that you're looking at with a romantic interest. So point number 2, fellas. All right, you got to be looking, look for a wife, guys. What's up with this girlfriend stuff, man? You can't keep these women in, a girlfriend zone. If you're dating her, you're getting to know her, guys. If she's not going to be the wife, man, why is she there? Just for you to keep her as a girlfriend, just for you to keep her for all of the wife benefits, but you don't make her a wife, okay? So that's a different topic right there. But guys, getting to know her, find out what that woman is about. Find out her dreams, find out her goals, sit down and talk with her. If the romantic interest is there, it's going to be there. Tell that woman you're looking for a wife. You're not looking for a girlfriend. You're not looking to play games. The problem is that we have too many people that are in the dating game and they never get out. They're on a dating merry-go-round is what I call it. That makes sense, y'all. A dating merry-go-round. Okay? Because if you keep dating these people, folks, and they're in and out of your life and there's no marriage objective there, it's just going to be nothing but broken heart after disappointment, after disappointment, after broken heart. Because why? These folks are not serious. And that's the problem a lot of y'all as singles are running into. You're running into people who are they're either not serious, they're not being authentic, or they would never marriage minded. Now, it's okay to not be marriage minded. Just don't tell that man or woman that you are and you're not. That is where the problem comes in at, because you want to play the field and stuff like that. Look, am I endorsing you playing the field? Heck no. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't endorse that. I endorse marriage. Now, if that's what you're going to do, don't bring that man or woman into that's looking for the commitment, because that's where you mess up at. That's where at the end of the day it's going to come out. You're going to hurt them, okay? They're going to feel hurt, and then you're going to make your integrity points are going to go down. Okay, so dating to marry, guys. Be serious about the intention. Let the person know, let the person know as soon as possible. You know what I'm saying? Date one. Let them know, hey, I'm marriage minded. And you know what? If they run away, let them run away. Okay? Okay, just because you're marriage minded, it's not saying that you're ready to marry tomorrow. You're not ready to marry that person tomorrow. You don't have enough data. Okay? Data comes from the dating, from the discovery. No, what you're saying is that I'm not here for games. I'm not here for the casual hookup. Because if we don't define this stuff, guys, if you don't define it, just like your life goals, life is just going to come by and take you by. These men and women are going to come by, and whatever, whatever their needs are, whether that be sex, whether that be companionship, whether that be all these things and not marriage, that's what's going to wind up happening to you if you don't set those parameters, if you don't set those boundaries. So the getting to know stage, guys, we got to cut out all the game plan. Okay, all of this, I'm going to call him back 2 days later and 3 days later. Nah, look, because just like your careers, just like your businesses, when you guys are interested, you get it done, right? You do the work. You put the work in. Guys, dating is work. Marriage is work. It's nothing that's going to come for free. You got to put the work in. You can, show the interest, express the interest. Ladies, if you like a guy, you know what I'm saying, and the guy has, already initiated or whatever the case may be, show the guy you like him. Keep the interest up, because, guys, everything we do is backed by our actions. If you say you love me, if you say, hey, look, I'm interested, or I'm into getting to know, and, I'm liking what I'm hearing, then you're going to reciprocate with the reciprocating interest. If that person, ladies, guys, if they got to keep calling you back and calling you back, you know what I mean? No, it's not I should assume that they don't like me no more. No, you be the man or woman and step up and say, hey, I'm not interested. I think, I'm not the right fit for you. It's a number of ways I could put it, y'all, but you gotta stop you gotta stop feeling uncomfortable about telling the truth. And you gotta be transparent, because you know why? You want God to bless you with that husband or wife, ladies and gentlemen. You gotta have a honest and transparent heart there, because your future husband or wife, single people, is going to be looking for that. They're going to need that. So these people along the way that you meet, that may not be the one, guess what? They're the one for somebody else. And you can't take that selfish approach. If they're not the one, then hey, who cares? They're not the one for me. I'm just going to, put them aside. No, let them down. Let them say, hey, you know what? I don't want to stop you from receiving your blessing. I may not be your blessing, but I might have somebody over here who's a better match for you. We got to start doing stuff like that and looking out for our brothers and sisters, okay? Instead of running over everybody and, we're not caring about that people got feelings and people got emotions. So y'all got to come from the heart with this thing. You can't fake this love thing and think that, it's going to last. Y'all want it to last and be on the right foundation. You want somebody that's loyal. You want somebody that's caring. You want somebody that's ready to go to bat for you. So you got to have those qualities, y'all. Y'all got to do this thing with integrity. If you don't do this thing with integrity, you're going to get the same casual results. People walking in and out of your life, okay? People tired of getting hurt. People getting hurt every day. We got to make this thing for real. We got to start caring about people and caring about, how we're doing things. All right, guys, same thing, stop leading the women on, and you know that you're not going to be there. If you tell them you want what you want with them, lead with love. The leading doesn't start at the marriage altar. It starts at the very first point where you meet them and you're dating and you're getting to know. And then what you say, man, back it up. Back it up with the actions. Okay? Back it up with the actions. Don't game the women, man. It's not. You might look like you're getting over. You're trying to be the Casanova. You're trying to be the womanizer. Nah, bro. You're not getting over. The women ain't stupid. They know. You gotta come correct, brothers. If you want the queen, you want the wife, you gotta come correct, man. All right, this is Caesar Quick with dating versus courting. All right, this is going to be the final piece to this series. I want y'all to subscribe to my YouTube, hit the red button, put notifications on. I'm coming at you for real with the courting, the dating versus the courting, to the marriage process, because we need to have healthy marriages. But guys, the enemy is attacking marriage on many different fronts, and the front that's getting attacked, even just as bad as the marriage itself, it's the dating phase, guys. Because if you guys don't meet the husband or wife that you need to meet, the husband or wife of your destiny, you're out here, you know what I mean? You're out here and there's not marriages being created. God told us to be fruitful and multiply. He wanted us to do that under family, under marriage, and this would be an attack on all fronts, guys. So don't be a part of the attack. Be a part of the solution. If you want something real, you got to be real yourself. You got to be transparent about this thing from the beginning. All right? And I know people hurt you, and I know people lied to you. So that's why it's even more important that you don't have that same mentality, and you don't let those things traverse you. Okay? You want to be that man or woman of integrity, so you can attract that right husband or wife to you. All right? So this is Caesar Quick, y'all. I got you covered. Subscribe. Check out our Facebook page, Having Healthy Marriages God's Way. Go to our website, HealthyMarriagesRelationshipsGOD'sWay.com. And, we'll keep coming at you with more and more content. Later.